Alright, what's up, Dragon Brew? Today we're going to be playing a theme deck, because we haven't done that in a minute. But we are going to be playing with some goblins, because there's some new stuff in the set that actually might work. But I feel like this is going to be a bit of a chore, because we don't have huge over-the-top things. So we're going to talk about that. Now, we're going to start with Stalactite Stalker. I don't know how good this is going to be, but it is somewhat removal, and we do have a few ways to put things in the graveyard, so maybe. Obviously, Cacophony Scamp, because this can just be its own pseudo-removal at times. We are going to play some Exuberant Fuseling, though I'm questioning how good these will be, and we'll talk about that in a second. But 4 Bitter Triumph, because we need some way to kill stuff, and we have some Fanatical Offerings to get more cards, but mostly to produce the treasure, and that's going to be kind of important here in a second. We have some Runevelt Hordemaster, obviously to pump all of our dudes and help us see more cards. We have Zayova Lava Tongue, and this is actually pretty sweet because we are playing stuff like Bitter Triumph where we can discard things and maybe even sacrifice stuff with the Fanatical Offering, so there is a chance we just get this extra 3 damage off the opponent. We're going to play Britches because, well, it's a goblin and it has First Strike, which is kind of nice, but can produce treasure, which helps us, and maybe even keep a big thing from blocking, so that's kind of nice. We have some Krenko. This is the main new card we wanted to take a look at. And this is also one of the reasons we need things that produce artifacts. I don't expect to use that ability a lot, but if we do, getting to put +1/+1s on our stuff is pretty sweet. Also, something else to note about Krenko, it's that whenever an artifact is put into a graveyard, not whenever you put an artifact in a graveyard. If your opponent cracks a treasure or a clue or a map or whatever, you can actually pay a red mana and just get a 1/1 for the hell of it. So keep that in mind. Then we have a couple of Squee, Dubious Monarch, just for a haste creature. Post sweeper, but does make extra bodies. We do have some Ob Nixilis in here just against the control matchups to give us a little bit of something, and it can trigger some of those, I was going to say, whatever those triggers are, Descend, there you go, with Zayova or the Stalactite Stalker. And we are playing some Twin Shot Sniper just as some extra removal. However, it is also an artifact creature, which helps. But what I want to do here is I want to cut one of these, and I actually want to try a Rakdos, now that I'm thinking about it. Not that I expect we're going to cast it often, but I'm going to put one in here just because, right? We have our opponent sacrificing stuff already with Zayoa, maybe. Maybe this goes off. We'll see. I don't know. We're going to try it out, see what happens. It is a big flyer, if nothing else. But we are going all in on the lands, all the black-red lands. We're playing some caverns, obviously, because most of our stuff is going to be goblins. But if you want to see what changes we make or what the deck ends up like, be sure to check out the end of the video, because after we play some games, we might make some changes along the way, of course. Or if you just want to download it and try it for yourself, just go to the description below, look for the blue arrows that'll take you to our Moxfield link. And you can download this deck or a bunch of other sweet stuff, because, man, we've had a lot of really fun decks we've already played this season in Standard. You can check those out, too. For now, though, let's go see if goblins are good enough. If you want to buy any cards for today's deck or any other game stuff, remember to go to CoolStuffInc.com. You can use code DRAGON. That'll save you 5% at checkout. And Cool Stuff Inc. always has cool stuff in stock. This is tough. We want to draw a 1 mana thing, because otherwise I don't think this hand really... Yeah. This is one of those times where you look and say, I don't think this hand really has a shot. Especially against black, when they're going to just be picking off stuff or whatever. I think we play Zayoa, but... No, treasure map. We don't see that too often. That's kind of cool. Put that on Goblin. Play this. I'm wondering, I think I want to go ahead and play Britches next turn. Probably dies. But then follow up with this and shoot something, maybe? I mean, are they just going to map here? Planar Disruption, so I can't attack or block with it, right? Inactivated abilities, but this is a triggered ability. Okay. I mean, you know, we can't attack with it, so I mean, it's not like that card didn't do something, but it's cool. Alright, we'll just play this. So this is some kind of black-white control deck, I'm assuming, because why else would you be playing Treasure Map and this Planar Disruption type stuff? Though I am curious on if they have sweepers or not. Oh. Well, I wasn't expecting to draw a Squee. That changes things. I kind of want Sekinzan. I kind of also want Takenuma for later, so I'm going to hold the Takenuma. I am going to just try to cast Squee. I mean, I assume something dies here. Probably Squee. But if opponent kills a creature, then they still have to sack something or lose life, and we're okay with that. I think this is where we just treasure up. Alright. I mean, if they sweep the board next time, they sweep the board. It's not the end of the world. We could... Nah, I was going to say, we'll wait till they sweep the board. Then we'll sacrifice stuff to get cards. Because if they don't, I'd rather just keep attacking. But looks like a Sunfall. No. Legions to Ashes. Well, that would get exiled, so let's go ahead and do this. More exile removal. Hate to see it. Alright, we got double Horde Master. That's something, right? Oh, and a Krenko. Oh, man. Oh, gosh. Okay, so here's what we can do. Well, let's do this. I'm probably just setting up to just get devastated by a board sweeper here. Flash in, artifacts and creatures enter the battlefield don't cause abilities to trigger. Okay. What is this deck? We're playing on the ladder, right? Like, this is so strange. Alright, I mean, yeah, let's sack this. I don't get the bonus creature because I don't have mana, but, like, whatever. I mean, it's a lot of damage. And then if these die, we get triggers off the Horde Master, unless they get, like, Sunfall, but then we just play more dudes, I guess. Alright, Glyph doesn't do anything because you played the bat. Yeah, like, that was strange. So, like, in theory, I should have had probably just a token left, and they wouldn't have had the bat. Yeah, this is, like, I'm so confused why the opponent did that. This stuff happens on the ladder sometimes. It would have been fine anyway, not that big a deal. Plus, I would have had a bunch of triggers for maybe other stuff. Or could have just played Squee out of the yard, because other stuff was going to die. So, okay, we get to go first. We did draw the Rakdos, which is cool, but I think we keep this. I'm going to lead with this, because there's a chance opponents don't want to block when that's just going to kill them. And if we play Fuseling on 2, if we do get to kill something, we get to pump a creature. Ah, dang it. Alright, I do want to get both of these down, because they do benefit if I decide to sacrifice that Scamp for some reason. I mean, I doubt I will unless I just play like a 1 toughness thing, but if so, good value. Because then we get to pump a Fuseling and pump the Stalker, which is pretty sweet. Search your library for a basic plains card that gain 2 life. I don't think I've ever seen anybody actually play that in a deck. That's cool. Alright. So what are they doing? Alright, I'm going to go with this because it's just more damage. Decline. Hopefully they don't play, like, Brotherhood's End here. That's genuinely all I'm worried about. No Brotherhood's End. Okay, cool. We can live with almost anything else. Brotherhood's End would have been devastating. That's super annoying, because that basically negated the whole last attack step we took. Okay. So here's what we can do. We attack, attack, attack. That's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or we can get sack this, and then 2, 4, 5, 6. I think we just attack first. Decline. End the turn. And then if they don't sweep our board here or something, I might sack the Scamp just because. I didn't want to, like, really play Zayova anyway, because if they have, like, depopulate or whatever, we're just wasting more cards. So I'd rather have stuff post-sweeper. With the opponent at 15, maybe. Search your library. Alright, so this is some domain type deck then, I'm imagining. Well, I say that, but they went and got a plains. Well, that's all they could search for earlier. Alright. So they are getting all the domain things. Huh. Now it's just how badly do we need to dig deep. I think I want to, actually. Because there are some 3-mana things that we could get that would be worth it. Alright. And then we get to proliferate, which is part of the scamp fun. Speaking of, there is a thing. Put that on Goblin. So this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And the opponent's at 2? And if we do this and this... Well, if they Sunfall, though, that doesn't do anything. What if we map first? Oh, wait. Nah, I don't have a way to sacrifice the thing. Alright, what if we just map? We'll put it here, I suppose. Because that gets us another +1, +2. Does that get us what we needed? 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Alright, they got us exactly what we needed. Had to get crafty there for a second. Sweet, it worked. Oh, and this is where it sucks to have Ob Nixilis. I think I have to mulligan this, because realistically I can only play one card in my hand, and that's not good. We'll keep this, though. Scrapping... Man, Fusling? Ugh. Alright. Oh, I don't think we beat that deck, do we? Maybe they'll play a creature before they attack. Preferably the double striker would be awesome. Because then I could block and kill that with the scamp. I doubt they will, but we're probably still blocking here. Oh, are they going to do it? Please play that before you attack. Ah, they're not. Darn it, they're smarter than that. Then here comes a double strike. Nope, just the hive. Okay. Not great, but not bad. Oh, those all count as artifacts for Krenko. Hold up. That could be really cool. Okay. This could be a thing. I don't know. Because then we could have blockers for... there's no way Krenko's going to live, though, right? Like, they do play the exile stuff. So, may not get much out of it. Would be sweet, though, if we did. Yeah, I'll take one. I'm not going to waste this on that. I need them to play a better creature. Like that, for example. That's exactly what we wanted them to play. You know what? Could I just pay the 3 life? Because we're not going to die to damage, are we? I'll discard. Yeah, sure. I think I'm going to discard the Restless Vents. Nope, I'm paying 3 life. F it. I'm going to assume they're all in on the poison plan. They get there or they don't. Alright. Oh, we can't block those with this, though, because they're going to get +2. Alright. We just need Krenko to live. If Krenko dies, we're kind of wrecked here, honestly. This is dumb, but I kind of want to attack first. I know I'm putting myself at risk here, but my thought is if I attack, they're less likely to remove Krenko, and they'll just do something else on their turn, which is what we really want, ultimately. I mean, it's definitely a risk that I'm fully aware of, but... Alright, put that on Goblin. Play this. So they can make us pay extra or whatever, it's fine. No, don't kill my Krenko! I was gonna say, leave Krenko alone. He did nothing to you. Okay, sure. So then we pass? No attacks. I really needed another creature here. So I could force them to use other stuff, but... Oh, Krenko's not going to make it anyway. Yeah. Alright, GG's. We're dead. We're not winning this one. We had no real threats. I think this is a pretty easy mulligan. We'll keep this, and wow, this is actually tough. I kind of want Squee, I kind of want Obnixilis. I guess I'm getting rid of this? Oh boy. Alright. That didn't feel great, but it's probably correct. Drew the Rakdos. I think Rakdos just might be too expensive for this deck in general. Probably not the card we're looking for. Okay. Opponent is alive. They were taking forever to take an action there. Decline. I'm assuming this is just some type of blue-white control, so we're probably just going to try to cast Squee, see if it doesn't get exiled, maybe just goes to our graveyard. And then see if we can sneak a Obnixilis down at some point. Nope, there is a black card. Oh, Graveyard Trespasser. That's a thing. What do we do with this? Because we like Obnixilis, make a token, make an Ob, but that doesn't do much. I mean, we can kill their Trespasser. Really want to. I guess we hang on and just wait and see if there's like a, I don't know, Shieldred or something we want to kill instead. Nope, there's just another Trespasser. That's not awesome. But situation is what it is. I mean, I guess we could double block, kill one. We'd have to discard a card. And then we discard to shoot the other one. But then we just play the Obnixilis. I mean, it would be an action. Like, wouldn't be great. But it's a thing we could do. I'm going to go ahead and discard this Rakdos. Which means I have to discard also the Squee, but that's okay. A lot of discarding going on. Doesn't feel great, but feels like one of the few things we can do. Oh, well, dang it. That's a thing, isn't it? All right, I think we'd still just do this anyway. Don't have too much time to wait around. This also makes our Stalker a little bit bigger, which is good. Shoot the opponent for one. With the bigger one, we'll make the double, then we'll plus.
You work for me now, Runt. Go ahead.
No attack.
Plead for mercy.
So now if they kill the devil, we could at least shoot the Trespasser. We'll discard this and block to try to kill it. We'll see what happens from there. Alright, opponent flips. Says they were not interested in our shenanigans. Let's plus this one first. I mean, I wonder if getting Squee out even has any value, because they might just Sunfall or something. Well, they're not going to Sunfall with us having two Obnixilis, right? That would be silly. We could try to attack with the Restless Fence. With them only having one blocker.
Your punishment is my entertainment.
Oh, they're going big with Shamil, so this may not be a control deck of any kind. Playing werewolves and Shamils.
And you'll lose everything.
Okay. What's the plan here then? I guess I'm just gonna do this. Why not? No attacks, because we don't really care if they sweep the board with the way the situation is at the moment. And if they play something else, we could theoretically sacrifice the Stalker to either make them sack a thing or take more damage. Alright, they figured they couldn't get past everything. Oh, why couldn't we go first with this hand? This would have been great. It's alright, though. We at least have a removal spell. If they don't play anything or they just play a tap lane, we could try it. Playing the Horde Master and attacking. We'll see what's up. Alright. If I... Well, we don't even have a... I guess we just play Britches next turn if we do that. Alright. Fuseling gets in there for 2. Yay, us. Horde Master, you were not long for this world, my friend. But you did good. Oh no, they were just like, F that. We're going to kill your Hordeling. Or your Fuseling. How do you like that? Okay, well, I guess I'll just play the free card. And what are they going to do next turn? What are they setting up for here? This can only be used for artifacts. Alright, I guess I play the other Stalactite Stalker. I don't really know here. I feel like the real play is probably don't play anything, leave up Offering in case, and then play like Britches plus Stalker the next turn. But man, I got no clue. Alright, so they're going for something big. They're ramping up, obviously. Okay. There's a few options here. These both have Menace. That'd be 4. Alright. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna go for it. You wipe our board, you wipe our board. In for a penny, in for a pound. Here we are. Hopefully they don't. I mean, we'll at least get to see a lot of cards. I mean, that's the upside. Like, looks like they're going for spot removal, though, here. Oh, they're killing one of those. And not Britches. Oh, because it would only deal 3. Well, opponent can't block now. So now we have to start thinking about other scenarios. So we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they're going to go to 5. We could put them to 3. Or we could get this into play, and then that just can't block. So they take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and they're at 2, and then we shoot them? I mean, we have to shoot them next turn, but yeah, that seems worth it. All right, let's gamble. I don't see how they're going to gain life from here, so let's do it. Make you not block. All right. Oh, no, we can just shoot them here. We have 1 more mana anyway. Forgot that we had Legendary Creature out. Yeah, that's just game. All right, we'll take it. All right, we're going first. We have Scamps, Fuselings, Hordelings. This looks fine. Let's go with Scamp, Fuseling. In that order. And then we'll just see what we do with Horde Master after that. Alright, let's go Gobbo. And attack. No, we will definitely decline that. We'll go here. We'll go here. Alright. Bat. Darn it. The bat's gonna get our Horde Master. Boo! I mean, I guess we could get it back as soon as we attack. Yep. That's a good card to have, though. Alright, hey, if you block, we're good with it. Alright, we will sack one of them, but not the other one. We will use 1, which does allow us to proliferate, by the way. So, kill that. Decline that one. Play the Horde Master. Alright, that didn't work out too badly. Hopefully there's no more bats. Boo! Alright, I mean, we do get a bigger Fuseling, which is nice. Oh, well, nah, we're still playing Squee, right? Though Obnixilis looked good for a second. Decline. Shieldred. Does Shieldred matter here? Well, now it probably doesn't. Block our biggest thing, take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we sack the Scamp. Nope, doesn't matter at all. Oh, and then you get an extra 2. So yeah, for real, doesn't matter. Alright. Nice. Okay. Alright. Don't love just running a Horde Master out. That's kind of unfortunate. But we'll see if maybe we find something else to play on too. We really didn't. Okay, I'm going to pass. And if this is Selesnya Enchantments, we'll get to kill whatever they play here. Hopefully, like a... well, I mean, we'll kill it, but that's not what we were hoping to see. Actually, I don't even know if we kill that, honestly. I think we just let them keep it. There's other things we'd rather get rid of. And having limited removal in hand. Let's go with this. And if they have their 2/2 and then a cheap removal, then so be it. Okay, they won't be able to do that with that because they would need 2 white mana. But they might waste a removal here on good old Britches. Almost need a 1 mana thing next turn. Alright, so they did use that on Britches, so that's good. Because our plan really is Horde Master Krenko. Those aren't bad. Alright. See what else you got. If there's another removal, it's coming for Krenko right now. Yep, they're reading it. We got a reader. And a Circle of Confinement. Okay, so they're just playing all the cheap removal. But they obviously need double white, it feels like. That's what it kind of feels like we're sitting on here. Holding on to these snipers for dear life. Because this could be the Hallowed Haunting turn. Nope, it's a Naturalist, and which is one of the things we want to kill. And a Restoration. Okay. So our plan is kill Naturalist, play Horde Master, attack. I think we're making treasure. I'm just trying to decide if I'm going to play Fuseling here or not. I don't think I am. I'm going to end the turn. Let's see what the opponent's up to. I mean, they get their creature back here. Yep. I'm hoping they just have stuff that needs a bunch of white mana, though. Also not great for us if they play Calyx here plus something. We do have actual hard removal. Okay, there's the Hallowed Haunting. What follows is the next scary part. It was another Naturalist. Ugh. Okay, good thing we kept that treasure. Alright, we're going to go... Krenko? Shoot a Naturalist. I think. Well, if we crack this... The Goblin would have haste. Nah, we gotta do this, right? Alright. Not the way I really wanted this to go down, but it's gotta be what it is. And then we treasure? I mean, the good news is if we get to keep Britches, and the opponent's got a Naturalist back, we can keep them from gaining life from just blocking with it, so that's something. I think we go ahead and play this. And then we're going to try to get crafty next turn if we get to keep these cards. Because I may sack an artifact during combat. And see if we can find the proper removal. Oh, no. And they have another card in hand, too. Yeah. Alright. This is probably where it falls apart for us. And this is a matchup I expect we would lose, honestly. Yep. That's going to get us. I mean, we found one of the cards we wanted, but it might just be too little too late. This is a Spirit? No, it's not. But we need to kill that anyway. Don't think there's much we can do here. We pay the 3 life, kill that. They lose an enchantment. So their stuff just doesn't fly. You know, like that's a thing. But is that good enough? Probably not. We attack. Make a treasure. I mean, I guess this is something. Double block. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. On the first striker. Love it. Okay. We're going to crack this to... Actually, if I just sacrifice that, we get 2 cards. Don't get to make another 1/1, but we do pump the Fuseling just the same. So we're going to do that. Alright, so we won't lose that. Now those are smaller. We get some trample damage in. We get to look at a card. Another Zayova. Just draw a land for a turn, opponent. Please. Like, give us a shot. Okay. Here we are again. And obviously, come on, just have lands on top or something. Like, I'm just asking for the simplest of breaks. Just one time. Well, there goes our britches, and that probably ends the ride, folks. Yep. If we'd have had another way to get rid of a Jukai Naturalist or something along the way, maybe. But now I think we're toast. Yep. Alright, GG's. Almost got there. Opponent just drew super hot. Oh, yeah, okay. Maybe we'll draw something to make this alright. But I mean, worst case scenario, I can sack a creature to draw cards and find more land. We can kill a thing on the opposing side. This isn't going to get blocked for a couple turns. So, I mean, we have some things working in our favor. Scamp. Alright. Not really who we were looking for, but you'll do. You'll do. Is this just a slow, like, Selesnya Enchantments draw, possibly? No, that's a get loss is what that is. Yep. Okay, I don't hate that, though, all things considered. I mean, like, we did get to pump our Stalker. We didn't have a get loss hit Obnixilis. They don't have another one here, so that's nice. Alright, opponent's at 11. Alright, we just ran down the control deck, I guess. Yeah, sure. Just gonna play a Fuseling and nothing? Maybe we can find another Stalactite Stalker here or something. That would be nice. Oh, they bought them both. Okay. Come on, deck. We need some mana. We need to be able to do some things. Alright, well, that is mana, nonetheless. I guess we'll go ahead and just play Squee, because if that dies, we can live with that. Really? I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter, but sure. Saves them from taking some damage, and then if they killed Squee, the other one doesn't grow, I guess? But if they have a kill spell, it's not going to kill Squee yet. They are letting us keep the Squee. Not gonna lie, that feels a bit suspicious. Alright. Sure. I guess we're just attacking for 4. We only have 2 cards in our graveyard, too. We got to get some other stuff over there. Wow, they just went heavy on the removal. Okay, we're just going to keep trying, I guess. Doing what we can do. Got another removal for britches? Or we're just going to draw a card. I have a little bit of mana envy right now, though. I ain't going to lie. Just wait to try to kill something on our turn, opponent. Alright, so we'll put this on Goblin. What is the plan here? We attack. Probably just make it... I don't know, maybe I do want a card, actually. I probably should have waited in case I found a land. I'm a little concerned because they might just... Gix's command here. But I'm going to take a card anyway. That was a land. Alright. Like I said, maybe I should have taken the treasure, but tough decisions. Alright. In the turn. Worst case scenario, we'll get a couple cards off this, if they do have exactly that. Oh, this will be fun, because I'll try to fight something, and then we'll just kill that. So that's what their deck was trying to do this whole time. Just stall to get to the Obliterator. That's cute. Yeah, we're not going to allow that, opponent. And then that should do it. We have multiple ways we can get it done here. With attack, get treasure, doesn't matter. Alright, cool, cool. Okay, so overall, this actually worked. But there are some things to consider here. Like, Zioa is kind of neat. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's an interesting card. I don't know if it's necessarily the card we're wanting. It does have Death Touch, mind you. And I don't want to understate that. Like, it does allow you to just, like, kind of keep some of the opponent's creatures from coming at you for a bit. And gives you a few options. And occasionally, you will get the 3 damage off of it. And that happened a couple of times. But I don't know if it's what we're looking for necessarily. I do know we don't want the Rakdos. It just doesn't pull its weight, unfortunately. It's a neat card, but this is not a Rakdos deck. You want to have something with more mana, you know, other things and threats your opponents are dealing with early, and then maybe that resolves after you've wiped their board and you get to draw extra cards. Like, we're not doing all that. That's not the type of game this deck wants to play. Now, one thing I will say is if we wanted to cut the Zioas, because, I mean, we're playing a lot of creatures. What are we at? Like 27. It is possible that we could get by playing something like the Commando Faces Kakazan. Mostly because you would be able to make, like, Scamps or Fuselings +1s, and, like, that could be pretty good on the second turns. I will say we are a little light at the 2-mana slot, if we're being real. I mean, we kind of go almost from 1 to 3 as far as our creature threats. Like, we have a couple of Zioa, we have the Horde Masters, but otherwise we're playing more 1s, which doesn't suck entirely, especially if you have like a turn 1 where you have to play a Restless Vent tapped. That works okay, having extra 1s. It's just not great, you know. But that being said, we did win a fair amount of games. Ob Nixilis did matter. Britches making the treasure mattered. We didn't use Krenko as much to put the +1s on things. So that's something I would have to focus on a little bit more with another version. Just unfortunately, there aren't a lot of great artifacts, unless you want to go just super heavy artifact version, which I think there probably is one if you want to do that. But I don't think this is where it's at. But it was neat. I don't really have too much of a problem with this. I will say, is it the most powerful thing you could be doing with Rakdos? Absolutely not. There are definitely better things you could be doing in these colors. But is it the more fun thing you could be doing in Rakdos? Yeah, probably. I would say this, though. If we could cut a Fanatical Offering for maybe another removal spot, I just don't know what the cards would be. Maybe they just need to be, I don't know, burn spells, maybe lightning strikes or something like that, just to pick off a few more things. Because I think this deck, one of the troubles it did have is it's like there are some times you just need to be able to remove a couple more things. So I would not be opposed to doing that. Adding 2 lightning strikes. Again, it could be some other removal. Maybe you want it to be a 5-mana. Actually, you know what it could be? maybe this should just be Nahiri's Warcrafting. Mostly because this can get rid of big stuff, but because all of our stuff can be very cheap, there's a good chance that even if we kill something small to mid-size, we'll still get to play another spell off of it. And that would actually be kind of cool. I wouldn't mind that. But yeah, I think that's where we're going to go with this for now. It is a bit land light, but if you look at the curve of the deck, I mean, we do have a lot of things. You're looking at 10 things at 1, 13 things at 2, 12 things at 3. Technically 3 things at 4, but those are also a creature that we're trying to channel for 2 mana a lot of the time. So really everything's 3 or less, so I think we're okay being a little light on land. Plus we have ways to draw stuff, and we have stuff like bridges to get treasure or whatever. So yeah, overall, this is the list I think I would go with if you want to play Goblins. If you want to even cut 2 Ob Nixilis or cut 1 Twin-Shot Sniper and the 2 Nahiri's Warcrafting to just play Ob Nixilis. You know, I hate it, but maybe we need to be playing Shieldred. I mean, just being real, it sounds terrible, but maybe that's the real thing. Maybe we should just be playing Shieldred. Like, if we only have 3 things that cost 4, I guess it's fine. Like, I hate doing that, but man, maybe that is the answer. I'm going to cut 2 Warcrafting, and we're just going to play 2 Shieldred. Feel free to make the change to Warcrafting if you want. I think it's fine. But yeah, Shieldred's just a good card. It'd also be unexpected late in this deck, and I think that's fine too. Because we get the opponents low enough that Shieldred plus combinations of other things could possibly kill them. Alright, so we've got 3 Stalactite Stalker, 4 Cacophony Scamp, 3 Exuberant Fuseling, 4 Bitter Triumph, 3 Fanatical Offering, 4 Runevelt Hordemaster, 2 Zayoa Lava Tongue, 3 Britches, 3 Krenko, 2 Squee, 2 Ob Nixilis, 2 Shieldred, 3 Twin-Shot Sniper, 2 Swamp, Takenuma, 3 Mountain, 1 Sekinzan, 4 each of Blackleaf Cliffs, Restless Vents, Sulphur Springs, and Cavern of Souls. Now, while this was fun and enjoyable, if you do actually want to play something that's powerful and over the top and it can handle a lot of decks, check out this Ashenil Boros deck we played. I've been playing it in paper and it's actually really good. So check it out. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.